Yes, I'll admit I'm tired, but I'm actually also really happy that I did all these Ramadan preps. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Shaima, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. So first of all, Ramadan Mubarak Kareem to everyone. This video is going to be a little bit different than my usual ones as I will show you inshallah the system that I use in the kitchen to keep Ramadan low pressure and to save my time and energy for achieving my Ramadan spiritual goals. So in my last video, I talked about a reliable system that you can use to achieve your Ramadan spiritual goals. But if you still waste time in standing in the kitchen and losing energy, it's going to be very difficult to achieve those goals. So in this video, inshallah, I will be sharing with you a system that I rely on in the kitchen, a system that keeps Ramadan low pressure, and that can save me some time and energy for achieving my Ramadan spiritual goals. In this video, inshallah, it's going to be really different. We're going to be doing some groceries. I am going to be sharing some easy prep things for the fridge, and we will be decorating inshallah the home to welcome Ramadan. So my kitchen system is based on 3 pillars. The first one, it should be healthy. We really need healthy food if we want to keep our energy high in Ramadan. The second thing is easy. If you really want to save time, you really need to go for healthy and also easy to make recipes. And the third thing, and this is maybe the most important one, you don't have to make each day something new. You don't have to look every day for a new recipe. Allow some rotation. I mean, it's totally fine to eat 2 days in a row the same thing, or to have only 4 or 5 recipes that you're gonna be rotating every time. So without further ado, let's do the groceries and start the cooking. So ladies, I just came out from the open Wednesday markets of my city, and I was so shocked about the prices of everything. And I'm doing now groceries 1 week before Ramadan. Go little boy. 1 week before Ramadan, and subhanallah, the prices are so high, double, triple what I'm used of, everything. Especially things that we're really using so much in Ramadan for example, to make soup. All Moroccans make Harira, and you need a lot of tomatoes and celery for it. And tomatoes were 4 or 5 euros a kilo. Celery was 2 euros instead of 70, 50 cents. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because merchants are taking, these advantages of Ramadan and rising up their prices really so much. This is so not Islamic, and this is not how we should be doing business in Islam. I'm not a merchant, so I really don't know if the prices are really high right now, but it just feels like 1 week ago it was not this high. Yeah, inflation, I think. Anyways, guys, keep up with me. I'm gonna visit 2 stores, Asian and Moroccan store, and then I will be finishing inshallah all my Ramadan stuff. And I hope you enjoy this video, and I inspire you to prepare for Ramadan, to just start Ramadan with a lot of barakah and not to get overwhelmed in the kitchen. So keep up with me. It might be a long video this time. So I almost put everything I bought on my dinner table. I did already put the chicken meat in the fridge. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean all the vegetables the same way I did to the herbs. I already soaked some chickpeas and I put everything in the right jars. I'm not finished yet because I still have to put the spices here. I'm gonna do that later. But anyways, none of the vegetables are good to store in the fridge. So for example, I could store tomatoes when I make a sauce of it. I could store the courgette as well, but the aubergine, the cucumbers, it's not good to store them. The sweet potatoes, they could stay they have long longevity outside, so these I'm gonna just put outside. And the carrots, I can put them in the fridge as well. So let's first wash this, and then we're gonna start preparing the fridge bags. So in the meanwhile, I'm gonna go and cut the meat for the soup. Okay, now I'm gonna try to make equal portions inside each bag. And you know, you don't have to put a lot of meat, it's just to give it a little bit more taste. You can also keep it vegetarian. Many people make harira vegetarian, I do as well. But just now, because it's Ramadan, I need to give them a little bit more protein because they don't have lunch. So now we will be adding chickpeas, we will be adding the coriander, the parsley. We will be also adding the tomatoes. What you also can do is first cook the tomatoes and make a tomato sauce, but just to keep things easy, I'm just gonna cut it in quarters and put it inside. It's also good. And when you put it in the pan, you wait until the tomato is just, you know, cooked enough, and then you get it out and you let the rest finish the cooking. And then we add like one bowl in each. So now we are making a nice creamy soup. My children would finish this in one day. Like Harira would like 2-3 days, but this would finish like really quickly. So I'm gonna put 2 courgettes in each bag. So I'm gonna prepare 2 soups. This is easy to make, not like Harira needs a lot of stuff. So for this I'm only preparing 2. And this goes best with shrimps, but if you don't have shrimps, you could use just chicken, it's fine. And I'm using it with the skin on it. And on the day itself, I will add fresh potatoes. I don't add them now because you cannot store potato in the fridge. We are going to add, and for this we are not doing any spices because it only needs salt and pepper, and then we're gonna add the fresh things at the end. We're gonna use some parsley, we're gonna use some nutmeg, we're using butter, cream, a lot of nice fresh stuff. But for now, this is good to go. Now I have more fish, and with this fish I am making some nice fish spring rolls. And I'm gonna make 3 spring rolls. I'm gonna make one with fish, one with chicken, and both of these are Moroccan, and the last one is Indonesian. As you know guys, my husband is half Indonesian, so we are trying to eat everything at home. So I cook Italian, Moroccan, and Indonesian, and sometimes Turkish food. So I'm gonna cut this like in really small pieces. I'm gonna add also some prawns, and I'm gonna put it in a sauce and let it simmer really good. And I'm gonna cook it, I think, in the evening. So hi, good morning. So welcome in day 2 of my Ramadan preparation. So I was so tired yesterday that I didn't cook the fish, and I didn't have time as well because we had to go to my father-in-law. We did zikr there because it was Thursday night. But this morning I woke up, I cooked the fish already for the spring rolls, and let's taste. Bismillah. They're so good. So the fish I cut it yesterday. I just cooked it in a little bit of butter and olive oil, and I'm draining it now a little bit so I can use the sauce for, we call this glass noodle, but I think it's called bean thread in English. And because it's so long, I used just a scissor to cut it, and now it's good. So now I'm just gonna put all this together and let it rest so I can roll it this afternoon when my kids come from school, because okay, so now we will be preparing an Asian soup. It's called Soto soup. We need some Indonesian stuff. I have no idea how you would call those things. We call this serai. This is Laos. Galangal. Yes, this is frozen galangal, and this is frozen lemongrass. Yeah, this is lemongrass. We do need some fresh ginger. Okay, so you do need some bay leaf, but I think I do need a little bit more than this, but that's okay. I can just cut them from my garden. And this is frozen lime leaf. Use this to break them a little bit. When you break them, my god, they smell so fresh. The taste is gonna be much more better. This one is so hard to break, so I'm not gonna even try it. I'm just gonna put it inside. Alright, so this is ready. Voila! Alright, so I'm going now to prepare this big fish. And this is really a very delicious dish. I use it most of the time with sweet potatoes, and I use the same sauce that I use for the fish. I use also for the sweet potatoes, but you could use carrots as well, or pumpkin. So I have a good bunch of coriander, I have a sweet paprika, I have maybe 6 cloves of garlic, I have 1 whole lemon, and then for the spices we will need pepper, we will need salt, sweet paprika powder and cumin, and then some olive oil. So basically this is everything we need, so let's get into it. And now we're gonna keep the rest in 2 other small fridge bags to use for the potatoes. This is ready to go to the fridge. So now we are making a homemade superfood. It's homemade granola, and I'm gonna be using some big flakes of oats, some hennep seed, flaxseed, a lot of nuts that I already soaked in water and dried in the oven. I'm using good honey, I am using some seeds as well, some cinnamon, salt, peanut butter, and coconut oil. So let's start. So this is day 3 of my preparations. I didn't do that much today because I went to the mosque to teach the kids in the morning. Then in the afternoon I was a little bit tired from 2 days doing the groceries and cleaning home and making everything. But I think this is the last hour and I will be inshallah done with everything. And I'm thinking to make some Moroccan pies, what we call msemen. It takes about 2 hours, but I think I'm gonna do it on a Monday because we have free, so I'm gonna take tomorrow to rest. But most of the things are done. I made, as you can see, this minced meat. So they have the same spices. I mainly always use Moroccan spices, like it's my good to go for everything, and because I'm also used of the taste. And then I made meatballs, and I'm gonna do like maybe tagines with this, or just put them with potatoes in the oven. And with this I can put them on the grill and we can make, you know, some kind of wraps or shawarma with it. I also made all the fillings for the spring rolls. I have 3. I only have to finish them. Let me show you. So I've got in this one the chicken pastilla, and in this one I have the Indonesian spring rolls filling. We're gonna roll it now with my kids, with my oldest daughter. Store everything in the fridge and we can call it a day for today.